Welcome to another episode of Bringing Down the Grindhouse, a podcast where we discuss horror and media. And today, sit in your chairs, relax yourselves as we go through this list of songs that I have chosen that you must now suffer through.
Ooh.
Yeah. It is clear that this playlist was only a banger to me. And that's,
Hey, you tried.
I've decided to accept this, but this is the third music episode that we're doing, and there are some super fucking cool songs on here.
Gotta have some more variety, you know.
That everyone, there's so much variety.
I was talking about us.
Oh, about you guys.
Because we do film all the time, so we had to do music and other things.
Okay, there we go.
You got really mad, though.
I was really touchy.
Wow.
You were like trolling me in the whole car ride over, just trolling me about the last two
these
songs.
last two, they're not
That
bangers,
he
man.
does not like. They're just not
They're
bangers,
not
according to
fucking heaters.
Murr.
I told him, I was just like, how do you make a really good playlist and then end it with no bangers?
Oh, no.
It's fucking it hurt my soul because I like both of those songs.
No, you're
a
good.
lot,
I'm just memeing.
No, he means it.
It's like,
He's just
don't
trying
lie.
to be nice.
That's
He's trying
full
to
offense.
Spare my feelings. Anyway, so let's get this started because we only have so much time. All right, so the first song that we're doing is Sarcophagus by Nile from 2002.
All right, who turned on Doom?
So we didn't quite get to the lyrics on this one because there's some really deep growls in there and stuff like that. But it sounds like, if you don't know anything about Nile's like a technical death metal band, I guess you would call them. I guess that's like what genre they fall underneath. And a lot of their theme that they go with is like Egyptian mythology and things like that, as well as they do a little Lovecraftian stuff in there too. So they mix the two of them together. They were also one of those bands that put a lot of information when they released lyrics and stuff for it. So you'd have like, oh, what is this song about? Oh, there was like a news clipping from this where they discovered like the tomb of etc.
Oh, gotcha.
etc.
A little bit of
and it was
backstory.
about this, yeah. The lyrics for this one are pretty gnarly, I would say, and they're also short, so I can read the whole thing. And said, "Who dares disturb my blissful sleep? Again in anger must I rise. How long unknown I lay entombed. My world, so long forgotten, did disown me. Usurper, I was scorned. Ah, the suffering they did inflict, stained with cosmic black sins. The sun no longer sets for me."
Oh, damn.
That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I love Nile.
I dig this song. I always like anything that goes along Egyptian mythology.
Same.
Yeah, I love especially like the music. Like there's certain chords that you always hear in Egyptian music, and I love hearing that in especially like in the guitars. And then I think there's like a Metallica song that did that too. Shit, what was it? I think it was like Creeping Death or something.
Yeah, definitely. It kind of has that like Middle Eastern Egyptian sort of tone to it. This song abuses the shit out of the minor harmonic scale a lot, which is the scale that makes that sound. Anyway,
I really appreciate the riffage on this, but what I really appreciate is the bell on the drums. Using the bell is like, it was a thing for death metal back in the day, but like as more technical and more progressive death metal would come out, it was more about the hi-hat. So like going back to 2002 where fat dudes would just hit on that bell, pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it definitely adds a lot of what did I say? This is a very like subtle sound that adds a lot actually to
it. It does get a little faster near the middle of the song too. Mm-hmm. I mean, they add the double bass, they add shredding guitars,
double bass.
Yeah,
I like that shit.
Oh yeah, no, it's super good. This is
the kids love double bass.
This album is called album that it's off of is In My Darkened Shrines, which is like one of those death metal records that's just perfect all the way through.
Nice.
Like it just keeps a very specific tone. The drums are fucking amazing as well. Their drummers Nile always has a good fucking drummer all the time. And then it's also just like, I don't know, whenever I listen to it, I'm just like, there's like this mummy coming out of like a fucking tomb to like walk around the world and whatnot.
Sounds like a king that's like risen. Like, why am I fucking awake? You know,
mummies are gnarly. They're like
I
the
love
OG zombies.
They're always angry to be woken up. I love that theme.
It's like, bro, why the fuck did you wake me up?
Every mummy resurrection is like, I'm gonna kill fucking everyone.
Snakes, rocks. Here you go.
I need my beauty sleep.
Also makes me think of the Mummy movie, which is awesome and hilarious and like funny and dark.
Oh, that was with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
Didn't they remake that movie recently?
Yeah, and it was awful.
With Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
I don't know why the fuck
I feel like we need to do an episode on like the 2 Mummy movies.
Those are great. I love those movies.
Fun.
They're
fun.
so funny.
The thing was, they wanted to redo the original Hammer classics. So they wanted to redo Wolfman and like the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah,
and other stuff like that. So they did do the Invisible Man, which we saw, which was good.
Yeah,
that was great.
That was like
that's true.
They scrapped the Mummy Tom Cruise as the start of that universe and made the Invisible Man the first star of that
Cruise
new
needs
universe.
to stay in his lane and keep making Mission Impossible movies. That's it.
Honestly,
nothing else.
I mean, there's also that Top Gun remake that's coming out, or it already came out.
What is it gonna be? The same shit?
What's up? I'm Maverick. I'm old.
Right?
Yeah,
I do my own stunts.
I do my own stunts.
If you do like this song though, there's a album called "The Hidden History of the Human Race" by a band called Blood Incantation.
Nice.
They're fairly
Blood
newer.
Incantation.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh my god.
And they're
great.
they're really good. They're newer. Their entire album is about like mythology and stuff, and like human transcendence and like pathological neural like interlocking ways of humanity.
I love all of these things,
when
especially when they have cool topics like that.
And the lyrics go in depth, and on the page they give you like zines that talk about like different types of like psychedelics and other kinds of crazy things to transcend the human perception. The best part about it though was on the back of the fucking LP, it said, "If you would like to contact Blood Incantation, just concentrate."
All right.
That's gnarly.
That's great.
Yeah, they have a good song called the fucking Power Plant of Giza. Really good Egyptian sounds in that one.
I love when bands use weird names for their albums and or their name itself. Like there's a band called The Comet Is Coming, which is like one of the best names
ever.
Like
some like psychedelic jazz group?
It's wild. Like this is like the most free-form jazz you've ever heard. But it always works out really cool,
it's like
and I love
Pink
finding
Floyd,
that.
but a little more abstract and jazzy.
Yeah, for real.
Feel the power of my fusion licks.
Fusion licks.
What is the next song?
The next song that we've got is Square Hammer by Ghost from 2017.
Square Hammer?
Yeah, we watched the music video for this one, actually.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Also,
that.
Oh, yeah.
Theater and
Yeah.
whatnot, all that
Let's take a listen.
also a really good song. It was definitely a hit for sure. And they're also kind of like the Scooby-Doo metal band, I guess, of now, but they've done really well in the mainstream for sure. Absolutely.
It's funny because I saw the dudes from Ghost before I actually heard their music, and just judging by the way they looked, I would have assumed they were more like black metal.
Yeah, they
like
don't sound like this.
I listened to their music, I was like, oh. But it was surprisingly refreshing.
Yeah.
Because it sort of has like almost like a poppy feel.
Absolutely.
Not like Poppy like the artist, but it's like it has a pop like rhythm to it, like a good danceable beat as well as like pretty decent riffs in their music.
Yeah, it's really, really classic sounding. So you've got like this real 70s vibe that they're going for.
Yeah.
Their frontman is Tobias Forge, but he goes by Papa Emeritus. The
Nice.
first, the second, the third. He's died a bunch of times, and then they bring him back as the different Papa every time.
I see.
I love the theatrics of them when they first start playing, or like just how he displays all the imagery dressed up in the fucking like Pope outfit, basically.
Yeah, yep.
I'm sure the
his
church is
accent.
upset at him
Yeah,
for
exactly.
doing shit like that.
No, they were
good for him.
I mean,
yeah, right. Good for you.
I saw them live in like 2012, I want to say, when
Nice.
their first album was out, and they began the set like, "We began this congregation, our Lord Satan," and then just start playing like the poppiest, grooviest stuff.
It is very groovy, actually.
Yeah,
exactly. That's a good word to describe it.
Yeah, groovy, man.
Ghost has been like popular discussion for metalheads to just fucking rip on or defend because it's a very polarizing thing. It's a band that has metal aesthetics but doesn't want to play metal.
Right.
They could easily make pop records, and some of their members do. Like one of their members is in an electronic band called Priest, which is really good.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
But that's the thing. Like I remember hearing this band from a TV show that they discussed metal on. The guy would only wear a shirt, and they were like calling him out. They're like, "Dude, are you sponsored by this band?" He's like, "No, I just really like Ghost. Go listen to Ghost." And they like dropped their album. It was a smash hit in America and in Europe, and then they exploded. How I put it is that they are the Beach Boys but spoopy.
Yeah, they totally go for like
Beach Boys.
They sound like music from like a Scooby Doo movie.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
Deal. So,
live action Scooby Doo.
Yeah, I mean, and like Mer said, like Tobias Forge, who writes a lot of their material, could write like the bubblegummiest, poppiest record ever.
People would love
but
it.
he plays like this like slightly darker, tongue-in-cheek Satanist thing that's going on.
I enjoy the Keys. The Keys are a big hit for them. Papa Merch also plays saxophone on some tracks. Other than that, like
it kind of seems like he's also making fun of like metal and metal fans by doing this sort of like theatrical thing, but like not really directly. But it could just be that he's just having fun.
I think it's like a thing of like self-mockery.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, where like they're definitely like Blue Oyster Cult writing a love letter to Satan. Like that's totally the vibe that they've got going for them too.
People like it. They've won Grammys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
I'd
Yeah.
imagine. It's a very like consumable sound.
What'd
It's
you
not
guys-
super niche.
What do you guys think of the music video?
I love the music video.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like easily a cool small story that you're watching, and it has like the weird visuals that you'd see in like film noir.
It kind
That's
of
what
reminded me
hit
of
me
like
as.
how a silent film would be set
Also,
up.
yeah. Oh yeah, it had like the cards
Yeah.
that came up and showed you like, or like would read something because they didn't really have people speaking in those.
I just like the moment where the bats come out and they're just like, oh, a bat.
like, must smack
swats
them
him
away.
away.
I love that because it calls back to the 3D, and I think they would like try stuff like that back in the day for sure.
All the time.
Yeah.
And so like it was a very good callback. I appreciate the filter over it. The green filter reminds me of Dr. Caligari. I know you don't like that movie.
I just seen it too many times.
Yeah.
That's what
I
it
feel
is.
like green filter automatically makes something spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like almost immediately color relation to something like that.
The thing that's also spooky is the blue filter.
Oh yeah.
The originals were in orange, I believe, right? Some of them?
They were mostly orange. Yeah, I think it was just because that was the only way they could get a proper filter onto anything was to put like a little thing in front of the lens, so all of it would come out that way, and then they would just like shift those.
Yeah, it's a different vibe for sure for every color.
Yeah, but they only had like 2 or 3 colors because at that time they could only produce the lenses or the things that go in front of the lenses in that color, and then you wouldn't get fancy gels until later when they started making them out of plastic instead of glass.
Ooh. But yeah, check out Ghost, and if you hate Ghost, cool.
Fuck you, no.
It's a totally acceptable opinion these days to hate on Ghost, but they're pretty amazing. So the third song we've got is Nightcrawler by Judas Priest from 1990.
Down.
I don't think I've ever met anyone who does not like Judas Priest.
I mean, when I was younger, I listened to a lot of like these like 80s heavy metal bands and stuff, and like I don't listen to many of them anymore, but I still listen to Judas Priest. Still.
Priest is like the tits, man.
So good.
Probably one of the most sought after vinyl too. Whenever people are looking for their like original albums that came out, they're usually selling for a fucking lot. I don't think the pricing has ever gone down.
I mean, this is off of Painkiller, one of the like bigger records for sure. It's phenomenal. It's a really good song.
I feel like every time I heard them playing, it also sounded distinctly them because of the singer, but also really like tight and clean. They weren't really like having distortion or stuff going on with them. You could hear like every single instrument and it was clear.
The British new wave of heavy metal, there was a lot of dueling guitars from Iron Maiden. So they were just trying to go for just a more straightforward approach, and they were because they worked in like just like blue collar jobs at metal factories and stuff. So they're just like riffs. Just like a bass riff, maybe a lead.
Right.
They weren't trying to duel. They were just trying to get like just turn out good tunes.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I ever heard one where I was like, this is all right.
Yeah, I mean the topic of the song too, like, and why it ties into horror itself is just about a bloodthirsty creature that lurks in the night, killing people.
Nice.
Essentially, that's like the entire idea anyway. But these lyrics though, there's like that spoken word part that he does. It's the spoken bridge. Excuse me.
Ah, yes.
The spoken bridge, like, huddled in the cellar, fear caught in their eyes, daring not to move or breathe as the creature cries. Fingernails start scratching on the outside wall, clawing at the windows. Come to me, it calls. Atmosphere's electric as it now descends the stairs. Hiding in the darkness is so futile from its glare. Death comes in an instant, as they hoped it would. Souls ascend to heaven while it feasts on flesh and blood. Yeah.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah. Yep. Straight out of hell. One of a kind. Yeah.
It's impossible to talk about Judas Priest without talking the rage of Halford.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, Halford's pretty
so
great.
High and so loud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, he's pretty great. Even like, I mean, I saw them in like 2014 or something like that, and like he still has it. Like he's still really good on stage for being like in his 70s.
Oh shit. I didn't realize he was that old.
Yeah, and he still does all of that stuff. I mean, his highs have gotten a little bit like less like intense than they used to be because he's old now.
Yeah,
but I mean still like rips it every time, of course. But yeah, that's a cool song for sure.
I'm excited about this next one.
What is the next one?
Yes.
Oh, yes. We have Night by John Carpenter from 2017.
Nice. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
No.
I'm going to get one anyways.
You already stole my Red Bull.
Bruh, you offered it to me.
No, you asked for it and I gave it to you.
Anyways. Take a listen.
Yeah,
it definitely could be, and obviously it's included because it's John Carpenter, and he's like makes horror stuff, but then he released a few albums and whatnot, fairly recently.
He created the main Michael Myers theme, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes. He has the distinct presence of being really good with making music as well as being very good at making film.
Yeah.
And sometimes those two just don't cross over, that you're not able to do these kinds of things, but he has such a good ear for making the atmosphere in any film that he makes and he definitely makes something with this song. It's so good.
Oh, absolutely.
It sounds like it would go right into a movie in the first place.
Yeah, totally.
Like there's like some movie called Night out there where they just have this song.
Yeah, exactly.
I could definitely hear this song in the movie Nightcrawler, actually.
Oh,
the
yeah.
One with,
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Where he's very creepy. That's such a good movie. I honestly want to talk about that movie.
I'm surprised we haven't yet.
I know.
So
it's technically like a thriller.
Yeah.
So with this, it's like I saw a documentary about John Carpenter and why he made the music. He was like, basically, I had a background in music, but budget would be fucked. I would no longer be able to afford someone to make the music, so I would just have to grind out like 8 hours at night after filming. And then
this is literally every film story. Like they do not have the budget, so they did it themselves.
Right.
And they ended up being really fucking good at it.
What I really like about this track is it uses a certain type of synthesizer.
Nice.
It is called a modular monophonic synth. So if you're not aware of what a mono synth is, they can't do chords. They can only do one note at a time. And so when you look at videos of John Carpenter, he's doing the plugins and all that, like that shit that no one understands but say they understand.
True.
The thing is, like, the entire first act of this song, it goes dun 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 dun. It's not him playing that over and over. It's him sequencing it and then keeping the sequencer on because you can only play one note at a time. So then after you get the sequence made, because you have to set the tempo and the fucking rhythm for it, then you could set it off to the side and start adding different kinds of things. Later in the track, though, he does do a polysynth, which is able to do 2 or 3 sounds, which is why you're able to get chords. But for the backbone of this song, the fucking just that feeling of anxiousness and walking, it's all one synth.
That's wild. I've seen those things. Aren't they usually really big?
They're really big. They're either really big or really small.
Yeah.
Either they take up a whole room, or it's like, oh yeah, that fits my backpack.
Is this the kind of thing where they're like plugging things in and out?
Yeah, that's what.
And they
that's
keep
what
pulling
I'm saying.
it, and yeah, I've seen videos of that. I'm like, how the fuck do they even know what they're doing at this point? Because they're doing it so quickly.
You got people like Vangelis, and then other. I mean, there was the trans synthesizer queen that I forget her name, but
wow.
I'm sorry, but she was awesome. She had. I remember buying one of her albums, and it was just they made a funny bit on Adult Swim where they had a synth battle between Vangelis, John Carpenter, and her. It was really good. But this song fits in like any horror movie. I honestly feel like it would be really good in that one movie that we talked about, The Fog. Not The Fog, but also the other one, The Mist.
The Mist.
The Mist is like, I feel like it would have been a really good one for that one.
I would even put this in Stranger Things.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it belongs in stuff like Stranger Things.
The revival of synthwave and like bands like Survive and just every synthwave band.
Are you talking about Wendy Carlos?
Yes.
That is the person that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Wendy Carlos. Absolute phenomenon.
Yeah.
I mean, the pictures and videos of her just doing the fucking plug-in shit is really cool.
I literally Googled trans synthesizer queen, and the first thing was Wendy Carlos.
There
I was
you
like,
go.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Google. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah, good track.
Yes.
Solid.
So are these the non-bangers?
No,
apparently,
we have one more banger followed by 2 non-bangers.
Oh, gotcha.
According to Murr.
That's Murr's point of view for tonight.
Murr's point of view, yeah.
Yeah, my point of view today.
Really
it's your point of view? What happened to the point of view?
There's no sex in this.
There can't.
That's
music
that's
is
what you
sex.
think.
It's ear sex.
Okay, there was sex in the last music episode, all right?
There was?
Was there? I mean, sex magic. That
Yeah.
doesn't
Oh,
count.
that's right. That's right.
That's different. Anyways.
Let's hit it.
This is the
What is this?
song.
What is the song?
Oh, God. The next one is by Gravediggers. And the song is called, give me a moment, is called Diary of a Madman from, I don't think this was from 2016. I think this was like I think what I was looking at was like a remaster.
Yeah, it's from the 90s.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, because it totally has that general sound in it.
Nice. Check it out.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I understand you guys are pleading insanity, claiming demonic spirits possess you to do these hideous murders. Can you please explain to this court how these so-called spirits made you into these raving madmen?
Be a witness as I exercise my exorcism. The evil that lurks within, the sin, the terrorism. Possessed by evil spirits, voices from the dead. I come forth with grave diggers in a head full of dread. I've been examined ever since I was semen. They took a sonogram and seen the image of a demon. At birth, nurses surrounded me with needles and drugged me all up with the diseases of evil. Grew up in hell, now I dwell in an Islamic temple. I'm fighting a holy war in the mental. Look deep in my eyes, you see visions of death. Possessed by homicide is what I am obsessed. Giving niggas brain dimples. Dragging their asses on my hook by their temples. The cause of death is unknown to the cops. Cause when I kill them, I'm not leaving one element, two or tops. First I'll assassinate him, and then I cremate him. Then take all of his fucking ashes and evaporate him.
There we go, yeah.
So,
I definitely scrounged trying to find a very diverse playlist that I could. And I was like, I need to put there needs to be like some rap and hip hop on here or something along those lines as well. Because we have like dance music. We've got metal stuff. I mean, I could find metal stuff all day if I wanted to, but
yes, we know you can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. No, I had to fix this list a couple of times because I went a little too crazy. But beside the point, they have a lot of cool horror imagery for this, and I guess that's kind of one of the things with Gravediggers in general is that they typically include like exercising exorcisms and being possessed, and
you gotta talk about the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room?
Yeah, Riz is in this group, dog.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
You can't talk about
RZA is the group. No.
Yeah, he's a good flow.
I didn't actually know that, but that makes a lot of sense now that I think about it.
I mean, there's a reason why he was in Wu-Tang.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
well, exactly. That's the thing. After Wu-Tang fell off, not really, but they were all doing their side projects.
Yeah, they went and did other things.
They did other things, and RZA really wanted to do horror rap with these other two guys. And Gravediggers, the album the whole album is like this, just horror themed with
they
samples.
Pretty much made the subgenre of the horrorcore subgenre of hip hop, and only a few bands fit into that. There isn't really too much. Yeah. So it's the only other ones I could think of is Sons of Man. I think is the only other one, but besides that, I can't think of anything
even there,
else.
It's hard for me. Yeah. I was looking through forums and whatnot. Maybe what's some good recommendations?
What's the other guy? I think it's Killer Priest is the only other one I can think of. That would fit well too.
Brother Lynch.
Oh yeah. That would probably.
That's
be
the thing. There was
one.
a resurgence back in the 2010s.
That's true.
So as SoundCloud and emo rap and other crazy stuff that comes through the forefront, people want to do these. Hey, I could just take a horror movie sample and just loop it with
exactly
with a lot of bass.
That's true. I feel like this is when they were also fucking around with new technology that was coming out. Like you mentioned how they had the old school synthesizers. They had other beat makers they're coming out with, but they usually could only play one or two things at a time, and then they have to loop it as they started adding more and more layers onto it.
This it's really cool because you see people from the 80s my name is John and I'm here to say. And then you got that gangster rap fucking flourish with Wu-Tang and then NWA.
Yeah.
And then finally in the 90s, that's when it was just time to experiment. Just try different things.
A whole bunch of different things came out. A lot of subgenres.
I mean, you even have you have them doing tracks with metal bands too, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I know a rapper did a song with Biohazard and one did one with Anthrax. Just new metal guys, but it ain't new metal yet.
Dog, I heard you like Limp Bizkit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I love Limp Bizkit. I ain't
Nobody loves Limp Bizkit.
I ain't afraid to stand.
Get you and your Jinko jeans out of here.
Yeah, we're not. Oh God.
Hey, I'll sell those Jinko jeans for $200 on Depop.
I need to go shower right now.
After Murr talks about his love of fucking Limp Bizkit.
Hey, Break Stuff is a banger. Don't even.
Bro, really?
Did you do it all for the nookie?
Oh my God!
Okay, hear me out.
So that you could get that cookie.
Hear me out. Hilarious. Not all of Limp Bizkit was a banger, but it's kind of like that. It's that Linkin Park effect, where the first album was really good.
Linkin Park. Nobody speaks of them anymore.
Sad.
They're in the $5 bin at Walmart.
I still like Linkin Park. When the mood hits, though. When the mood hits.
Mitch, you want to talk about the lyrics for the song?
There's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, Killer Priest is on here as well. He has a verse. He's the verse 3. There's Resurrector. It's these names though.
They got awesome names for this genre. I love it.
Oh my God, Shabazz the Disciple. Yeah.
I mean, it's basically them going to a court case, basically saying that demonic spirits possess them and murdering. You have a very horrific intro with a mom being like, "They killed my baby."
Right.
But they basically go through their verses as just like, yeah, this is what happened. This is why we killed him. There's demons.
What is this immortal technique, Dark?
Yeah, right? Did he fuck his own mom at the end?
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. Oh, dude, let me show you something like very dark. Is it Immortal Technique? Yeah.
Yes, this is Dancing with the Devil. Here you go.
Immortal Technique like made me even appreciate rap and hip hop in the first place, though. Like that was like I had like a summer where I listened to nothing but like Bathory and Immortal Technique like back and forth.
All right, shit.
So I appreciated both black metal and rap and hip hop at the same time.
Oh shit! We also have to say rest in peace.
Oh, rest
fucking
in peace,
MF Doom.
Yes, absolutely.
What the shit?
That was just kind of out of nowhere for everybody.
Whole fucking year has taken all the best.
At the very last
man.
day. The very last day of the year we found out.
Yeah, exactly.
That was shitty.
Didn't he die on like Halloween or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they just recently posted something about it.
Oh dang! I guess they just wanted to handle it quietly. They didn't really want to make.
I mean, I feel like MF Doom is always kind of secretive about his life.
Yeah,
and stuff.
he really was
pretty private. I mean, there's the whole mask thing, and then him working with like Adult Swim, which is so random. Like
that was great.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's just so like
I'm just gonna go on a binge now of listening to all his music.
It's a travesty.
So much.
In
the
hip hop
really
world.
is.
It was a pioneer for sure.
I saw so many people making posts about it who were just upset.
There's a really good video of Mos Def talking about how awesome MF Doom lyrics are, and he's just like quoting them like off the
just
cuff.
knows them.
Yeah, it's so great. Like it's a good video if you can find it. Absolutely find
also that food record.
Yeah, oh yeah, food.
Potatoes, Cheetos, burritos.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna make it into a beat.
Cheetos. He says that. It's totally a rhyme from one of them.
Yeah, it is. I love it.
Oh my god. Anyway, I guess we'll move on to the next two songs that Mur hates.
So what now, dog? The podcast is over. We're ending it right here.
No. We can't. We have two more.
Put the gloves on, man. Put the gloves on.
So the next one is Where the Wild Roses Grow by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds from 1996.
Damn,
this is a duet that features Kylie Minogue on it as well. She's a
interesting,
decent pop singer.
I like her.
Yeah, she's on this one.
She was my favorite when I was in like elementary school.
There you go. That would make sense because it was 96. So yeah.
Wow, you're young.
We've been over this before.
Shit.
Anyways,
transition.
Check it out.
They call me the wild rose, but my name was Eliza Day. Why they call me it, I do not know, for my name was Eliza Day.
From the first day I saw her, I knew she was the one. She stared in my eyes and smiled, for her lips were the color of the roses that grew down the river, all bloody and wild.
When he knocked on my door and entered the room, my trembling subsided in his sure embrace. He would be my first man, and with a careful hand he wiped out the tears that ran down my face. They call me the wild rose.
Yes. So this song,
explain.
Yeah.
This song is considered a murder ballad.
Oh.
Interesting.
Which, and if you don't know what the plot is, it's basically two people telling different sides of the story. So you have like Nick Cave's part is him being the murderer, and the like talking about how he meets this girl, and then she talks about meeting him as well, and it switches back and forth until he takes her to a river on a date and then clubs her to death with a big fucking rock.
Oh, all right.
And that's the entire that's basically the gist of the song.
Oh, that's my kind of date.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, just exactly. I think the last phrase is like the last stanza anyway of these lyrics is like my favorite part, because it's just like, oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like her ghost, like retelling, like, I have no idea why I died, but like keep calling me the Wild Rose, and I don't get it, like why. But he basically says, I'm trying to find this part.
Hey, fuck Nick Cave. Okay, here we go. I can't hold it in.
He's like, I can't hold it no more.
So
let it out.
Wait,
let it
no,
out.
Shut up. Anyway, no. He basically says like I kissed her goodbye. I said all beauty must die, and then I planted a rose right between her teeth.
Oh,
which is just like, I don't know, some pretty great lyricism and imagery put in there for sure. But it's just this very like just flowy song that's just about a murder. So I don't know. That's why I felt like I wanted to include it because it's such an odd like combination. And then here's Myrrh.
Hi.
Give me your point of view.
I'll give you the point of view about Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. They're overrated as fuck. All right, all right. No. Fucking take off your turtleneck sweater. Get off of 4chan. Actually, listen to something pretty decent. I'm tired of people telling me, "Hey, you should listen to Nick Cave. He's really good." I don't think so. I think he's very overrated. But I will give it this song some credit. The violins are nice. It's very swayy. The chick does all right. She's okay. Nick Cave is okay.
You know who's overrated?
Huh?
Soft Kill.
I agree. I agree entirely.
He's wearing a Soft Kill t-shirt. That's why I said it.
Hey. I saw him live though. That was sweet. Soft Kill's overrated.
I feel like Nick Cave has some really good lows. Like he has a very good like droney low voice for a lot of the stuff that he does.
Yeah,
and I think that it contrasts his music really well a lot of the time. But I mean, I don't listen to a lot of their music though, so I'm kind of with Myrrh in this one. They're not like the most amazing thing ever, but this song had a horror vibe to it. Like, so I mean, and how often do you hear a ballad about murdering people? Like, never. It's always like, I love you too. Bing bong.
True. Ballads are traditionally romantic.
Yeah, exactly. They're like typically romantic, and this one starts with a date that ends in tragedy.
Nice.
I guess I could appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If you like Nick Cave, send me an album. Maybe I'll listen to it. And I'll give you my other point of view on it. Swans is better.
He's not wrong though. Swans is better.
That's true.
But also like, way less accessible.
Yeah.
Way less accessible. But I do love Swans, so there's that.
Oxygen!
Anyway, so we'll move on to the last one to get all of it, because this is the one that Murr's gonna have all of the complaints ever about.
Just hurry up.
Yeah, this is Die the Death by the Devil's Blood from 2011.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, your typical 80s cover band.
No, not at all.
No, legit. I was like, this was 2011? Are you sure?
2011 for sure.
Are you sure? It don't sound like it. Not
I
even
feel-
the audio quality sounds like it was modern.
I feel, oh my god, I feel like it has more of like, I think it's also doing kind of a 70s vibe thing as well with this one.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's interesting because the music is very 70s, but the vocals are very 80s.
Yeah,
but it's
exactly.
2011.
That like screaming sing.
My problem with it is like you could hear the throat.
Oh yeah,
like, really
yeah.
hard. Just can't get into it.
Do you just not like that in music?
No, the thing is, like, if a singer could pull it off, the singer cannot. I could hear the strain. Hearing the strain makes me not.
I know. I'm doing squinty eyes at Murr. I don't know if I believe that criticism, but I also don't know enough about music.
Well, I mean,
so I can't say anything.
I feel like with the Devil's Blood, they were trying to do something more organic, especially. So it would make sense because it's kind of like evoking this feeling of like a witchy person, like evoking incantations in like the middle of the woods or something like that.
Okay.
And that's what I think when I listen to it anyway.
Right.
The song is about Kali, also, which
right.
is super interesting. Yeah, which these lyrics are also pretty short, so I can read them, and they won't take like a billion years, like every other song on here will. Your arms are many and reaching for, and through your fingertips I feel your heart. Your eyes are piercing and seeing all, and through your tears my soul is calmed. Your skin is sallow and clad with blood, and through the smoke I come to call. Your tongue is red and speaks of thorns, and through your spit I am reborn. Your neck is hung with a wreath of skulls, and through their mouths I sing your praise. Your cunt is wet and hurts yourself, and through your peak I die the death. So it's kind of like, I mean, it's kind of got that transcendence sort of vibe going for it, even in the end, I would say. And then, I mean, Kali was like the kind of the god of death.
Yeah.
In Hindu mythology.
Kali was the god of many things.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I believe she took on over 7 different forms.
Yep.
Most recognizable one is being the destroyer, but in a way, another one of her forms also represents rebirth and new life, because only through destruction can you come to new life and new beginnings.
Yeah, exactly. Like a hard reset sort of thing.
I will say though, the chorus saves the song.
I think that the riffs are all really well placed in this one in particular, and I think that her vocals go really well with a lot of just like with the rhythm and everything.
It's like, all right, we're gonna have to end now so we can go box off
mic. We have
like here's the thing.
Let's take this to the hallway.
Here's the thing. My problem with it is it came out in 2011. Who are you making this for? I get it. You want to make it for yourself, but
now they're making it for everybody's dads.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the dad. It's the dad music.
The dad vibe.
Yeah, the dad.
The woodsy
warlocks.
Bearded dads.
Oh man.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, I am one of those.
He's like, don't touch my vinyl player.
I make
These are
dad
all
noises
originals
already.
Come to find out, they're like $1 each.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no. The song has like its references to like Hindi mythology, or Hindu. Is it Hindu mythology?
Yep, Hindu
mythology. Yes, Hindi. Exactly. And that's pretty much it. I just really enjoy the riffs for this song in particular. It's got kind of that, I don't know, it's got that's like 70s vibe to it, and then it kind of, I feel the vocals are very organic, and they just kind of complement what they're doing really well, like very toned down, I would say.
I don't hate it.
There you go. That makes sense.
But do you love it? See?
No, I don't love it, but I like it.
It's like
I'd
the equivalent of eating a saltine.
No, that's false. I love saltine crackers.
Okay,
fuck
then,
you. Are you insulting saltine crackers right now?
No, they're really good.
Are you gonna have to leave my fucking house? No.
Boys, please.
Yeah, first we were fighting over music taste. Now it's over food stuff.
He's fighting me earlier about a stupid Red Bull.
I got stomach issues. Saltine crackers are amazing.
If you got stomach issues, then why are you drinking Red Bulls?
Yeah.
That's not the point. We're not discussing that right now.
Put him on the spot again.
All right. So was that the last one?
That was the last song. Yep. Absolutely.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts? What were your I guess 2 favorites from this list?
I personally really like that John Carpenter song because John Carpenter's dope, and Judas Priest as well, Nightcrawler, because they're classic.
Dang, those are my choices too.
Wow. Got to it first.
Although Judas Priest is first on the list.
Yeah.
Damn, I agree with John Carpenter and Judas Priest.
Whoa.
Big honorable mention to Grave
I'm
Diggers, though.
I'm going to be the other one that's like slightly different.
Unanimous.
Slightly different here because like my 2 favorites are the Judas Priest and the Nile song.
Oh, all right.
Nile is pretty dope.
Actually,
Nile is
choice.
Dope.
Yeah, Nile is super cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And it's mostly just because I had that album when I was younger. So it might be a nostalgia thing for me.
Yeah, totally.
Could be, yeah.
But just like listening to all of their Darkened Shrines is just awesome. Like Unis, Slayer of the Gods, the 12-minute death metal ultimate song. Oh my God.
Gnarly.
So good.
Yo, dog, you should listen to Sleep.
Yeah,
Could you stop talking about motherfucking Sleep?
I like Sleep.
No one's gonna go listen to it.
I have a fucking
go listen to the 40-minute
Stop.
fucking one song on the album.
Stop.
Bruh, if we're speaking of like stoner doom metal shit that came out this year, fucking Pallbearer's new record is fucking lit.
She's so mad. I mention
good.
Sleep all the time because I fucking love it.
Anytime somebody talks about long slongs.
Yeah, check out the long slong on that one.
Oh man, clearly I can't talk talk
We're
today,
keeping that in. Sorry.
whenever he's talking about long songs, he always brings up fucking sleep.
They have a
Every
40-minute
fucking
song.
time.
What do you want from me?
You brought it up like 20 times in conversation.
'Cause
No
it's
one's gonna
awesome.
listen to sleep.
They're awesome.
Sleep is whack.
No, sleep.
Whoa!
Whoa! Okay, they're not whack.
All
but
right,
they're
now
not
we
the
really
best.
need to end that.
Where are the gloves? We're all gonna just fight
It's
each
called
other
the
after this.
podcast death
I
matches
love
upon us.
I love that the music episode's the most controversial episode we've had so far.
We're gonna have to do like a whole thing where we just post stories on the Instagram of us insulting each other's taste and things.
Nah, we need to do a roast episode.
Yeah,
about
a
sleep.
roast.
That's fair.
We each roast a different member
Actually.
of the podcast.
Ooh,
How
I'm gonna have
would we
fun
roast
with that.
them all, damn.
I got
All
some
right.
cayenne pepper for all of you.
Oh my god. Mitch,
So,
you want to
in
wrap up the
in order
episode?
to wrap up this episode, thank you so much for listening. We are on all the streaming services, Spotify included, and a whole bunch of other ones. I don't want to go
Pretty
through
much
the list.
anywhere you can find podcasts.
Yeah,
we're
if
on
you
it.
can stream podcasts,
Just
we're
Google
on that shit.
Bringing Down the Grindhouse.
Yeah, Google that. He just said it. And then we also have a Patreon that's up. So if you donate any amount of money to it whatsoever, you can tell us what movies.
$2 minimum.
$2
That is the
minimum.
only
It's
tier we
$2.
have on there.
It's $2 minimum. And you can definitely message us on through Instagram or Facebook or whichever one of
Yeah,
social
we are
media
very
is.
responsive.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. And we will cover that movie. We also have t-shirts on Teespring as well. We have 2 designs up, so you can go check those out as well. Just the Bringing Down the Grindhouse storefront. And I think that's it. And shout out to Patreon Sean. We'll be getting to his Wolf Creek episode within the next couple weeks. Yeah. And that's really all I've got to say about that. That's all the announcements.
Gnarly.
Yes. We should copy this exactly as it is and put it at the beginning.
Yeah,
But
'cause
thank
you
you so
totally-
much. Yeah, exactly.
You totally forgot to say
Yeah,
that.
I totally did not
He's
do
like,
the
oh,
intro
wait.
well.
We also didn't introduce ourselves in the beginning.
Oh my
Whoa!
god. We fucked up to this one, guys.
It's
oh,
fine.
No.
We wanted to talk about music.
Yeah.
But
Did
let's do
we?
it now.
Let's do it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Mitch.
I'm Murr.
I'm Justine.
And I'm Jonathan. Thank you.
Wow!
Woo!